Well, people say that I probably have been telling stories most of my life. My mama says that it's a genetic thing because my daddy was a used car dealer. And I started working with young children 33 years ago. I went to school to be a registered x-ray technician, but that really wasn't a very fun job. And so then I started working with young children, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, and I own a preschool. And in owning that preschool, I found the need to use props and to use story to keep the kids' attention and to also teach through story. I teach with story. I try to have a moral or a reason within that story that the kids can justify in their own minds. Plus, I get to challenge their imagination. And today, that doesn't happen with children. People turn on a television set and unfortunately sit children in front of that TV all day. If they knew what they were watching, if they were involved with what they were watching, if they talked about what the children were seeing, and then turn it off and talk with the kids about what they've seen, it would mean so much more to them. Yes, this project is wonderful because the kids do use their imagination. They hear the oral connection with the story, and then they have to see the vision of that story in their own mind. Talk to the kids. Number one, about family. About family. Tell their family stories. And if they pick up a good story from this project, if they pick up a good rhyme from this project, sing it, say it, play it, and use that when they have special downtime with their children. Oh, I have a young lady who ended up being a professional clown in high school. She actually put herself through college as a clown, and she always said it was because I told her so many stories. So many of the children come back to us year after year after year, and they remember. They remember pieces of stories. I have a story about a spider that I tell, and they'll laugh at me, and they'll say, I still remember that spider going up that spout. And when they get older, and they've carried that with them all that time, it's precious. But also, I know because I track this, and I talk with teachers in my area, that the children become better story writers, because this is a quote that's mine, and I own it, and I love it. They'll never write a story if they cannot retell a story. And if they can't retell a story until they've heard a story. Well, I stayed in southern Indiana, just bopping around, doing whatever I could do to just pull a story out of a bag and to do fun things with kids. And then I was hired by several people to tell stories. Now I do keynote openings for conferences because I can punch the beginning of the day with a good story and set them off on their imaginative path that they're going to go to. And so from that, I then formed a company called Storytelling Time, and I work around the United States, and we'll go international this next year, so that's exciting for me. I'll retire from the preschool this year, it's time, and I'll become Granny on the go with a bag full of tricks and a story.